Today we're diving into 10 celebrities who hate Meghan Markle. When it comes to expressing unfiltered opinions, Trump is definitely one person we will hear from. The businessman and former US president had some words to say about Markle, calling her disrespectful to the Queen and even stating that he is not a fan of hers. Trump does not shy away from making sure everyone knows his feelings towards the Duchess of Sussex. But who says Meg even likes you, Trump? Maybe stick to business and stay out the politics. She is trying to do things that I think are very inappropriate, said Trump. We get the picture, Donald. You're not cool with the Duchess and you want everyone to know. You may be surprised to find out their beef predates her marriage to the prince. Back in 2016, Meghan publicly admitted that she will not be voting to make America great again because of all the misogyny. Who knows, maybe Trump has been bitter about the former actress ever since then. The feud continued when Harry and Meghan moved to the US in 2020. Trump tweeted, "The US will not pay for the security protection they must pay," though they had already made private security arrangements. Several months later, the couple released a thinly veiled endorsement of Joe Biden, to which Trump responded during a White House briefing. "I'm not a fan of hers. I wish a lot of luck to Harry because he is going to need it." Wow, Trump caught some serious feelings. In his interview with Piers Morgan, who has his own history with Markle, Trump suggests that if it were in his power, he would do even more to penalize the couple for rejecting royal life. It's a good thing that Trump does not have that kind of power. Or any power at all. Yikes. Number 9 on our list of celebrities who hate Meghan is Piers Morgan. We all know the British journalist has had quite the history with Markle, and in more recent times, the news has always felt like one-sided beef where Morgan goes out of his way to hate on everything the Duchess does. Piers, you're sounding like a real fan right now. Give Meg some room to breathe. Many have made note of this weird obsession Morgan seems to have. In fact, Google Trends shows many are even asking, did Meghan Markle and Piers Morgan date? Some history on the two that might help to explain their complicated relationship. With their first time meeting in 2016, after she messaged him saying she was a fan of his, the pair developed a virtual friendship before meeting for a drink in London when Meghan visited the UK to watch Serena Williams at Wimbledon. We had 2 hours in the pub. She had a couple of dirty martinis and pints. We got on brilliantly. Then I put her in a cab, and it turns out it was the cab that took her to a party where she met Prince Harry. The next night they had a solo dinner, and that was the last I ever heard from Meghan Markle. I never heard from her again. Meghan Markle ghosted me. It seems as if he was hurt that someone he had developed a friendship with was no longer interested. Did Meghan lead Piers on, or did he just not get the friend zone? Comment down below. And yet it was the fact that Meghan distanced herself from Piers after meeting Harry that made him conclude she isn't a genuine person. "I really liked her, that's why it hurts," he said. "I just think she's a slight social climber, I'm afraid." Hold up though, can we just really take in this possible relationship? I think Meghan might have broken Piers's heart. Now that's some tea. Sounds like rejection hit Piers hard for him to continue going out of his way to say nasty things about Meg. On to number 8, Meg's estranged dad, Thomas Markle. Thomas, an ex-Hollywood lighting director, has spoken about her daughter's relationship publicly and described their decision to walk away from the royals as embarrassing. Damn, you know it's bad when even your family is not on your side. Their relationship soured in the run-up to their 2018 Windsor Castle wedding when he admitted to agreeing to stage pictures of himself. Thomas wasn't seen at the nuptials, and he didn't walk his daughter down the aisle either. After skipping the wedding, he repeatedly slammed the royal family in the press, once comparing his daughter's in-laws to a cult. Meghan and her father no longer speak. Damn, do you think Thomas is keeping some things quiet, or do you think Meghan only cares about her status? Comment down below. 7 on our list, competing to being the biggest hater in the family, Meghan's sister Samantha doesn't seem to have many good things to say about Meghan after she became the Duchess of Sussex. Wow, the whole family. Meg girl, what is you doing? Her strained relationship with her half-sister, Samantha Markle, has been visible for many to see, as Sam compared Meghan to Cruella de Vil in August 2018 and publicly sided with their dad while shading the royal couple's exit. Talk about living in someone's head rent-free. The sister is the main reason Meghan did not invite her niece to the royal wedding. She would have felt odd inviting her niece and sister's daughter because she knew she didn't want her half-sister Samantha there. Honestly, I wouldn't too if they were saying these kinds of things behind me publicly. Like, her sister couldn't keep it behind closed doors? Now that sounds a little snake to me. Samantha released a book, The Diary of Princess Pushy's Sister Part 1, in February 2021. In addition to sharing alleged stories about their childhood, she claimed that Meghan changed when she met Harry. Damn, is Meghan getting a taste of her own medicine? I guess exposing secrets to the media is something they both have in common. Even though we may not ever know the whole truth, it's tough to see this family bring their drama into the media for the public to see. Harry and Meghan both seem to have unresolved tension with their families. Do we think they'll ever make up again? 6 on our list, Wendy Williams. The talk show host is another person we can rely on for unfiltered opinions. When it comes to talking about the Duchess, Wendy has not been holding back from making comments about the couple soon after it was revealed that they were dating. On her show, Wendy had predicted the pair would break up, saying, "There's way too much drama with her and this will not work out." Yikes, I guess we're still waiting to see if this prediction was accurate, but so far, it doesn't seem so accurate considering they now have 2 kids. Like, what's with all the negativity, Wendy? Let them do their thing. In 2017, Wendy told her audience that the actress was a bit of a wild card because she goes from being the deal or no deal girl to a random princess. According to Wendy, all Meg is doing is looking for a game. Do you think this is true, or is Wendy jealous? Because she's sounding like a fan talking about Meghan this much. While many haters might agree with her, Meg does seem to be doing well for herself and ignoring the criticism and hate she gets. Good for her. Counting down to number 5, Erin Foster. Regularly recognized for blasting celebrities by using her Instagram as an outlet, this time Meghan was at the receiving end of many of these posts. Sounds like someone has too much time on their hands. In an effort to cast shade on Meghan's past life and where she really came from, Erin posted a photo of Meghan's appearance on Deal or No Deal and captioned it with the words, "Never forget." Foster wants to make sure everyone else catches a glimpse of what Meghan was all about before her royal days began. That's kind of weird, Erin. Let's dig into your past. On another occasion, she posted another image of Meghan holding a briefcase from the same show and added an even more rude caption that read, "This briefcase is filled with my plans to be famous." Add Erin to the list of people who think of Meg as a fame-hungry social climber. Do you agree with her? Moving on to 4th on the list, Meg seems to find herself having intimate relationships with people who end up hating her afterwards. It's not looking too good for you, girl. Ex-husband producer Trevor Engelson never shared his feelings towards his royal ex-wife. However, in a book released by royal biographer Andrew Morton called Meghan, a Hollywood Princess, Trevor does not hold back with his alleged dislike for his ex-wife. According to the book, Trevor was initially elated about marrying Meghan, but eventually started feeling as if the feelings were not completely reciprocated. Meghan allegedly mailed her wedding ring back to Trevor out of the blue after 2 years of marriage. Wow, Meg really feels no ways. She's a savage. Number 3, Katie Hopkins, scathing tirade in full, which features an order from her to Meghan to leave our royal family alone, with her adding that she and other critics of the former Suits actress could see trouble coming a mile off. From the start of her relationship with Prince Harry and claiming she has always been desperate to be a celebrity. Wow, is this true, Meg? She has accused Meghan of dressing badly and also called her the biggest hypocrite. Fans took to social media to criticize her comments, but Ms. Hopkins hit back. Nah, that's just unnecessary. Why you gotta insult what she wears? She told Mirror Online, "British taxpayers are sick and tired of the hypocrisy of Meghan Markle, preaching ecotosh whilst taking private jets and demanding privacy whilst prostituting her fame on social media." She expressed her disgust by Meghan's non-royal attitude by bashing her and calling her a budget princess di with an Oscar-winning innocent face. At one point, Prince Harry made a plea for the media to respect his girlfriend's privacy, to which Katie chimed in aggressively and commented about how Meghan should stop posting so much on social media if she valued her privacy so much. Didn't they just release that Netflix docuseries? Anyway, Amy Schumer threw some very shady shade at the royals. As you can tell, other celebrities were abrasively vocal about their disdain for Meghan Markle. Amy took a more sly approach and spoke to Sydney's Fitzy and Whippa radio show about the wedding. She talked about how Meghan's wedding was not really hers and joked about how she had to greet foreign delegates on her big day, people that she had never met or seen before. She made some underhanded comments about how this must be a bad experience for Meghan, but it's likely that had Amy been on the list of guests, she maybe, just maybe, would have attended this royal affair. Is Amy even a comedian? Sorry, I'm getting off topic. Schumer has joked about following the royal couple's footsteps after their decision to step back as senior members of the royal family was announced. Alongside a photo of her husband Chris Fisher pushing her on a beach wheelchair, Schumer wrote on Instagram, "Chris and I are formally stepping down from our royal duties." Ha, good one, Amy. Schumer has previously made a crack about Meghan back when she and the former actress were both expecting their first child. In a 2018 video segment, the comedian jokingly called Meghan her nemesis. Maybe that's not so much a joke anymore. Number 1 on the list, once part of the royal family, Prince Andrew. Andrew has been involved in numerous scandals, so many are coming to question why it is that Meghan is the one to receive bad media press, but the former Duke of York, who has been involved in far more problematic issues, has not been causing as much conversation. As one of the late Queen's sons, Andrew managed to lose all his titles and was stripped of his military associations. Prince Andrew has been kicked out of Buckingham Palace by his brother King Charles, according to reports. A source told The Sun, any presence at the palace is officially over. The king has made it clear he isn't a working royal, he's on his own. The press we see on Andrew is nowhere near as ruthless as what we see on Meghan, who moved out because she was not able to manage the royal life. What can he really say about Meghan when he has no place to judge? Whether it is controversies or just relationship drama, Meghan continues to be in the spotlight, criticized by many. Do you like Meghan Markle though, or do you agree with the people on this list? Comment down below. But that's all for today's top 10.